What's going on, you guys? It's be your boy Scotty, and I'm here for another rant, of course. And I'm sitting outside my job on my 15-minute break or whatever. And I just decided to go ahead and do this video real quick because I've been seeing a lot of uproar about this interview that Flame Monroe did with the Breakfast Club. I'm not really familiar with Flame Monroe. Never heard of him. Well, never heard of her until now. So I just want to know what everybody was yammering about or whatever. I've seen, the comments. I've seen the tweets and everything like that. I've seen heated debates about it. So I said, okay, let me look at this interview because I know that with a lot of things, especially with LGBT issues, I'm more nonchalant about it. I'm way more detached from it. So a lot of things that a lot of my fellow LGBT community people are offended by, I'm not offended by it because I don't see the big deal a lot of the time. But that's just my opinion. Everybody ain't gonna be like everybody. Everybody ain't sensitive. So I looked at the interview here at work. I watched it in bits. I watched the first 10 minutes in the back room, and then I lied and said I had to shit, and I went back there in the bathroom and watched it for the next 15 minutes of the interview. And I was watching the interview and I was trying to find the problematic things that people were saying that was a part of the interview. And honestly, to be honest, you guys, I hope I don't get stoned for this. I hope I don't get dragged for this. I probably will. All because I'm a gay guy. I'm probably going to get drugged for this because I don't share the same sentiments. But honestly, I really don't see nothing wrong with what Flame Monroe said about his own story. At the end of the day, not his. At the end of the day, Flame Monroe identifies herself as a drag queen, but a man first. That's the way she's identified herself. We can't necessarily be upset by the way another person tells their story. We can't be automatically upset with a person for how they view themselves. Everybody's story isn't the same, and everybody's what word am I looking for? Everybody's classification isn't going to be the same. She doesn't see herself as a natural born woman, doesn't really consider himself a woman. See how I'm going back and forth? Because it's kind of confusing because I don't want to misgenderize him, if that's a word, misgender her. Because, sometimes, I have a cousin that's transgender and going through the whole transition process and wants to be identified as a woman. So I respect her to call her a woman and not a man. You know what I mean? I might bring her to my channel so she can give y'all, her own story or whatever. But anyway, um, like I said, I know my cousin who's going through the transition wants to be identified as a woman, not a man. Flame wants to be identified as a Flame identifies herself as a drag queen. She doesn't identify herself as a woman due to the fact that at the end of the day, you can go and get all the surgery you want to, but it's never going to bleed. It's never going to get wet. You're always going to be viewed as a man all the time. That's how she feels. So at the end of the day, can I really be upset with him for how he feels about that? That's his story. That's his story. And I saw a lot of people say the interview was transphobic. I didn't see that. I honestly didn't get that. I don't know if I'm just absent-minded, because I can be sometimes, but I didn't get the transphobia. I didn't get anything that would make me upset. I just saw someone that was really just sitting there telling their story and what they feel they are and how they feel they are. That's what I took from it. I don't get the outrage. I don't get the breakdowns. I don't get why everybody is so up in arms about it. But like I said, my community, which is the LGBT community, is very sensitive. You can't really say too much without offending someone else. And I have said things that have offended other gay guys, and I'm sitting up here gay, and I've said it, but they got mad with me for saying it. But I feel like, why get mad with me? That's just how I feel. I know exactly who I am. I love who I am. I love being a gay man. I identify myself as a homosexual man, but my sexuality does not define who I am as a person. I'm Scotty at the end of the day. The gay thing is, me being gay is basically an extra part of me. That doesn't define me. I define me. Who I fuck doesn't define me, period. And sometimes people can't understand that mentality. Like, people think just because you're gay, you're supposed to speak out and do all this and be the poster child. I don't want to be the poster child for LGBT people. I don't want to be that. Because I know a lot of my mentality isn't the same. Some people are detached from certain things, and I am. Some people feel passionate about certain things. I know there are times where I have got on camera, and if I was offended by something, like just not too long ago, I spoke on Nakaya and Bobby Light's thing, and I felt like she was a homophobe. I still feel like she's a homophobe. I still feel like she's a transphobe. It's all about her demeanor and her delivery. That's how I take it, and that's how I feel, and that's never going to change. But I can't necessarily be mad with Flame for feeling the way that he does. I cannot be mad. I mean, it's his story. And if that's how he feels, who am I to drag him for feeling the way he feels? He considers himself a father, for God's sakes. Like, he still identifies himself as a man with titties. That's what he identifies himself as. And if that's how he identifies himself, that's how he identifies himself. Now, I know I've gone between he and she throughout this whole damn video, but I really didn't know what to classify him exactly. But when I think about it, he said that he knows that he's not a woman. He's a man impersonating a woman. Do I agree with that? I don't agree with that. I feel like all transgender women are women. They're not natural born women, but they're women. But to Flame, he's a transgendered woman. Not really a transgender woman. He's a drag queen. However, he's a man impersonating a woman. That's what he feels like. He don't feel like he's a woman. So again, why should I be mad? I don't get it. Why should I be mad? Why should I be up in arms about another person's story? His story ain't my fucking story. It's not. I mean, I'm a gay ass nigga and like to look at women's asses. That don't make me fucking straight. I know at the end of the day, I like men. So yeah, I like to look at a woman's ass. Yes, I like to admire a woman's beauty. But at the end of the day, they don't make my dick hard. A man does. And that's just what it is. So again, I just took like something from him, like that's him telling his story. That is his own belief. And I know a lot of people was upset with the whole thing when he was like, anything you force on the person, it makes them hate it. That's partially true. Because I feel like that with music, like the more you force a person on me, the more I hate them. Not really hate them, the more I don't like it. Like, don't force anything on me. Like, let me gradually get into it, and then we'll make it do what it do. That's like that with music. Like, when I remember when Nicki Minaj first came out, everybody was on her and just force feed me her music, and I wasn't interested. And the more they force fed it to me, the more I could not stand it. I eventually loved it on my own before I started back disliking her ass. But I get it. I get what he's trying to say. The more you force it, the more they hate it. I'm not saying that gays are forcing the gay lifestyle on everybody, because at the end of the day, I'm not looking for nobody's approval. I don't feel like we're forcing it. I honestly don't. I don't sit on here and talk about a bunch of gay stuff all day. But if I want to, that's my fucking business. I am a gay man. I am a gay man with a YouTube channel. So if I do want to talk about gay issues, I can. It's not me forcing it. If you don't like it, you ain't got to watch my shit. You know what I mean? So I'm not forcing it. I don't feel like we are forcing it. It's just another day, another time. There was a time when this shit was fucking taboo as fuck. But now it's not. And people just got to deal with the fact that it ain't taboo no more. It's a way of fucking life. And honestly, I did agree with the part when he said it's like at this point in time, the LGBT community wants to be accepted so badly. We want to be accepted by people who will never give a fuck about us, and that's true. At the end of the day, you ain't got to accept my motherfucking lifestyle. Honestly, you ain't got to accept me for who the fuck I fuck. At the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about your opinion. I don't need your motherfucking acceptance. I'm gonna do whatever Scotty fucking wants to do. If I wanna fuck a nigga tonight, I will. If I wanna get fucked by a nigga tonight, I can do that. That's my business. You ain't gotta fucking like it, cause why? You ain't gotta get in the motherfucking bed with me and you ain't gotta roll around in the sheets with me. So your opinion ain't gonna never fucking matter to me. So if you don't accept it, that's cool. I don't give a fuck. Long as you don't disrespect me, long as you don't try to judge me, long as you don't try to bash me for doing what the fuck I'm doing. You stay over there, I stay over here. I don't need nobody's motherfucking acceptance over here. I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I wanna do. I like a nigga, I wanna fuck a nigga, that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. I don't need your motherfucking acceptance. So some things I disagree with, some things I did agree with. I'm not mad. I'm sorry, but I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. Like, I felt like he was transparent. I feel like he was honest. And he just kept it real, raw, no condom. That's how he kept it. And I ain't finna be mad with him about that. I don't see nothing. I didn't see anything wrong with that interview. That interview actually made me want to get into him a little bit because I never even knew who the fuck a Flame Monroe was. And then on top of that, we got to think about it. He's 50. Like he's around my mama age. They come from a whole different time than the time that we're in right now. So they're gonna have a different outlook, a different mindset on things. So that's just my opinion about that. I know I'm probably gonna get some fucking backlash from this. I really don't give a fuck. It's my opinion. I don't see nothing wrong with what Flame Monroe said, did, is doing, was doing, whatever. He spoke his truth, and I can't get mad at a person for speaking their truth. Because everybody has their own fucking truth at the end of the day. We can't falsify nobody else's story. And that's just what it is. With that being said, this is my rant video about Flame Monroe. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Scotty_by_nature. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, be sure to follow me on Mr. still standing, no G at the end. Now, I believe I done talked this whole 15-minute breakup. So let me get the fuck off here, let this shit upload from this phone and go back in there and do my job. With that being said, you guys, I'll see y'all later. Talk to you later. Peace.